I handle corporate brand marketing for Stanley Black & Decker Incorporated, and that includes branding, brand management, brand tracking, brand research, brand sponsorships, and brand licensing. We face a lot of brand challenges because we're a company with 30 major brands. We've got 5 global brands: Stanley, DeWalt, Black & Decker, Porter Cable, and Bostitch. Managing them around the world is a challenge in terms of having consistent brand statements, brand positioning, brand design, as well as price point positioning. Yeah, we recently conducted several major brand studies in about 8 countries to understand the consumer and the customer's mindset about these brands, our products and services, and our competition. One of those studies came by way of an acquisition that we made, and the others were really about a better understanding of the consumer and the customer mindset of those brands, their strengths, the weaknesses, areas of opportunity. A couple of our businesses had been doing work with B2B International, and when we undertook these massive brand studies, we included B2B in the RFP process. They competed up against 7 or 8 other companies and did a terrific job demonstrating their experience, their expertise, their intelligence, and the fact that they cover brands and categories in so many industries, we think gives them a very distinct edge. The research that B2B did met our expectations. They did a terrific job. The research was well done. Reports were terrific. It was done on time. It was done on budget. So we were very pleased with the results. One thing that B2B does that I think makes them unique is they do a very deep upfront immersion. So they'll actually come and meet with 25 of our people on a project. So when they go back and begin to outline what they're going to do, they have a very deep understanding. And they don't take input from 1 or 2 people. They take input from a team of people. So, we would spend an entire day with them, and they would ask very difficult questions, but they would get answers from many different perspectives. And I think that just gave them an edge when it came to putting together a good study. Advice I would give other companies is to not cut branding research when things get tough. Your most valuable asset is your brand. Brand research is your way of understanding how that brand is doing in the marketplace. The biggest challenge we face with our brands is we've got 4 or 5 big brands. We have 30 in total, but 4 or 5 big brands. And one of the challenges is to have a very consistent value proposition, branding positioning around the world. So take Stanley, for example. We sell Stanley in a Walmart, we sell Stanley in an industry, new construction, security around the world. And the key is to be true to the brand promise. And that's a challenge for us. And I think it's a challenge for any multinational brand. Yeah, the purpose of these studies was to get a really good understanding of our brand in the eyes of the consumer and the customer, not our eyes and not the opinions of our own employees. So we undertook brand studies for several of our brands, including a new acquisition that we recently made. We did those in 8 countries, and it was invaluable. Great learnings and insight. We think we know our customer and our market, but every time we go out and do research and do fresh studies, we learn something, and we normally learn a great deal, and it's just a terrific investment to make. B2B had done work for a couple of small divisions, and when we were undertaking some pretty massive brand research, we did an RFP. They were one of several companies that we interviewed, and they came through very strong. Great expertise, professionalism. They work in numerous industries, both with the B2B as well as with the consumer market, and have just been a terrific partner for us. Yeah, the research met our expectations. It was terrific. We cascaded that information throughout our entire team. The leadership of our company saw it and appreciated the insights. We learned a lot more than we thought we would, and that's why we field research like that. Branding research is one of those investments that many companies cut during challenging times. We do not. We invest in branding research, and if you don't understand the consumer and the customer from their perspective, what they're thinking, you're not going to make the right decisions.